Rambam. We are on the laws of robbery.
Yes. Beautiful thing. She's played it. Or she did. Yeah.
Chapter 7.
It's 7.
The robbery and also lost objects.
Cool. It's legit.
Okay, chapter 7. Whenever a person becomes financially obligated to a fellow Jew, denies that obligation, and takes a false oath to support his denial, should he later admit his obligation, he's liable to return the principal that he denied, plus a surcharge of 1/5 of the new total. Right? So what happened? He made a false oath, denying that he owes someone, right? And then he admits afterwards. So he has to pay the principal plus an extra fifth. And also he's liable to bring a sacrifice called a guilt offering for robbery.
The extra fifth is a punishment.
Yeah. It's a penalty, yeah. The above applies to anyone of the following: one who robbed, one who withheld money due to a colleague, right? In other words, you owe when you're withholding it. One who stole.
The difference between robbed and stole.
Second. Robbery is like you took a gun and you did it in front of the person. Like you did it, a thief does it quietly, middle of the night.
Yeah.
Right. One who took a loan, right? In other words, he owes money because he took a loan and he's not paying it back. One was given an entrusted article, right? Someone gave, he was going out of town, he gave you his Rolex to watch it. And now you're not giving it back, right? You took an oath saying, I don't owe it. And then you admitted. So you have to pay the watch and a fifth of its value, plus bring a sacrifice, a guilt offering, right? One who discovered a lost article and denied it. A partner with whom money belonging to a partnership remained. An employer for whom a worker performed work but was not paid, right? You didn't pay him, and now you deny that you owe him, and then you admitted, right? That's what we're talking about, right? To state the general principle, whenever a person who admitted the obligation would be obliged to, by law, to pay, right, after he already took an oath, right, he must pay the principal and a fifth if he denies his obligation, on the outset. If he denies his colleague's claim regarding an entrusted object, as it says in Vayikra.
Motivation doesn't matter, just parameters.
What do you mean?
Why would he admit to it?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter why. He admits. Well, I mean, a person can feel guilty. I lied. Now I feel guilty that I lied. So now I'm coming clean.
Yeah.
Right. Simple. And we're speaking about the facts here. We're speaking about the boundaries of the law. Right. When does the above apply? When a person is obligated to pay because of his own actions. Whenever he's liable because of his father, he's not liable for the additional fifth. What is implied? If one's father robbed or stole or was in a debt to others, and the son knew of the matter, and after the father's death, the son denied the claim, right? I know the son, he inherited, right? So he inherited the watch. Let's say it was a watch. So he inherited it and he denies the claim and took an oath, and afterwards he admitted his liability. He need pay only the principal, because it said that he obtained by robbery. The son didn't obtain it by robbery. He obtained it by inheritance.
Right.
He didn't do the act of robbery. He lied. Right. Implying that one is liable for the additional fifth for one's own robbery, but not for the robbery committed by one's father. When does the above apply? When the object obtained by robbery no longer exists. Okay? It doesn't exist. Either. I don't know if it means it got lost or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Different laws, all right, apply, however, if the person's father obtained an object by robbery and then died, and the object still exists. If the heir denies his obligation, takes and notes the effect, and then admits his liability, he's liable for the principal and the addition of the fifth. Why?
Can't figure it out.
Huh?
I can't figure it out. Well,
Because he's holding on to the object, and the object no longer exists, so he didn't rob it, right? He's just denying that he is responsible for it and has to pay back the value of what it is.
but if it still exists,
But if it still exists and it's in his possession, that itself is an act of robbery.
but it's handed down from the father.
Right, but it's still, it's like he's continuing the robbery.
Thought he only paid.
It's sort of like, it's like you're in cahoots with it. And you're doing the act of robbery. That's what's important over here, because you have a physical thing in your possession. So in such an instance, you'd still have to pay the fifth. If the father committed robbery, took a false oath, admitted his guilt, and then died, his heir must pay the principal in addition of a fifth, right? Even though why should the heirs have to pay it? They didn't do it. Because the court of law already adjudicated the law. So the law is, since it's been adjudicated that he owes the principal and the fifth, doesn't matter that he died now, and therefore the robber doesn't exist anymore. The obligation has taken place by the court. If the father committed robbery, took a false oath, and then died,
Needs to be good.
right, and then died, right, and the heir admitted the father's guilt, the heir is liable to pay only the principal because he's not continuing the robbery, right? He's admitting. In either instance, the heir is not obligated to bring a guilt offering.
He didn't deny it first. Okay.
Yeah, the heir. Okay. I have to stop here. Sorry.